Matter of fact, my head is getting a little
hot in here.
Oh! It's 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
This one guy like snuck by me and I turned around. He was dancing with the girls, and so I picked him up by his armpit.
Bam! What's up, y'all? You guys already know that Betr is the best daily fantasy app out there, and now they're offering a sweat-free bet for first-time users. Place a bet up to $250, and if it doesn't hit, Betr will give it all back. Download Betr and use code SWEAT250 now.
I still haven't warmed up from our cold tub.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel pretty cold too, to be honest. I haven't warmed up that much. The shower was not what it needed to be.
Nothing worse than a lukewarm shower, dude. You really need it.
After a cold tub. That's what really, separates the men from the boys, though.
Yep.
Yo, I got big news.
What's that?
My elk mount is getting in tomorrow.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm really excited about it. It's not going to fit in the house.
What is it? Like taxidermy?
Yeah, just like this, but an elk. It's not. I'm not.
Okay, so
it's the same thing. It's a Euro mount, so not the full shoulder mount.
Dope.
I'm getting a shoulder mount of a mule deer I shot though, because it has a velvet on the antlers. So I thought it would look weird with the bone and then velvet on the antlers. So I'm getting the full shoulder mount of it. Cool. But the elk's I like the Euro mount, just the classic skull and antlers. So yeah, it looks sick. Yeah, so it's dead. But I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Maddie's not. I don't think she's excited about it. She doesn't know.
Where are you gonna put it? Ace's room?
Dude, I don't know.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, it would be basically you go from like floor to ceiling.
That would be electric.
I know. Yeah. Well, I told Maddie that we're gonna have to put it like, how we have the big window in the living room, and then the ones on the right side, we're just gonna have to like twin and put the other one on the left.
Yeah.
She was like, "No, it's too much." I'm like, "I'm just gonna put it up. If you want to take it down, you can try."
Very hard.
Yeah. Like, you got to give me something.
Who was over here, Ronan? What do you mean? Or is this you?
Oh, that's him.
Yeah. 100% my hair. Probably before I got it cut.
One can only hope.
I know. One could only hope.
One day.
Yeah, probably not. Let's be real. That was a blonde hair. Probably not in the cards for you.
You don't think so? Nah, yeah, you're right.
You can't handle a blonde.
Yeah, a certain type of man that qualifies for that.
Dude, I like the people whose they're celebrities, but their wife is just like a straight up mystery.
Yeah.
I have no idea who she is.
I like that. I'm trying to do that, but
doesn't really. Yeah. Neither of our wives really like fit that mold.
Yeah.
Like no one knows. Like you mean like no one knows who you are?
Nobody knows like who you're married to or like what their name is. Like they have to
like
Google
Khabib.
Yeah, nobody knows.
He doesn't have multiple wives? I thought that was like a thing in their culture.
That's Mormonism.
In what culture? What culture do you think he is?
I thought like a bunch of people in Russia got like, especially Dagestan, they got like 4 or 5 wives.
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Not from my own experience, but that's just what I've heard. Rumors.
So you're saying you haven't experienced Dagestan and having multiple wives?
I never.
Wow.
It was one time when I joined the Russian mafia.
All right, Bert. Story's been done before, dude.
Did you watch that movie?
I
hilarious.
did. Yeah.
Was it good?
Did you watch it?
No.
It was good. I thought they did a good job. It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like a good action, funny movie. The one part where dude, I was dying where he like shot the dude and the dude shot the other dude. It was like he shot one. It was like 5 guys. It was like he wasn't gonna be able to get out of the situation. He like shot him, and the dude was like bang and shot another dude, bang and shot another. They like accidentally shot each other. It was really funny.
He's telling his dad, he's like, I committed murder, and he goes, no, you committed a triple homicide. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, it's good though. I liked it.
Yeah,
He's funny.
He's a great comedian. A lot of great comedians right now.
Comedy's doing well.
Comedy
It's
is
thriving.
doing well.
Yeah. Shane Gillis.
Just went on Theo Vaughn's pod.
He
I
did.
was watching that, yeah.
Oh, I have to watch that. That's funny.
Did they get like how far are you into the episode?
I just watched like 20 minutes. They're like a funny combo, but like it wasn't too funny yet.
Okay. I like how Theo Vaughn gets real in his podcast.
Yeah,
I listen
so
to
so
one of his
randomly
first
too.
time.
Like he'll be super funny. And
Randomly
they
get
just
mad
like,
deep.
yeah, man, really depressed recently.
It just flips.
Oh man, I wish we could go there, but we just don't have that depth.
Just too happy,
Yeah, too excited.
at peace.
Yeah, I feel like that's true with comics though. If you're a comedian, you're got some darkness.
Yeah, usually it comes
Yeah.
from that.
To hit that humor at that level,
Mm-hmm.
you got to have a little darkness in you.
Yeah.
Just it
For
doesn't really come without one side of the coin, without the other.
Why are you making people laugh so much?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are you hiding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's weird when comedians like Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn's like not fat. Who else is like Anthony Jeselnik? I think it's interesting when you can be like good looking and funny. That's an impressive combination.
Strikes 2 and 3 right there.
Yeah. That's like that one kid that people
Me.
like.
Bo.
Matt Rife.
Yeah,
You kind of look like him a little bit.
that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you. He whatchamacallit?
What?
Yeah, no, 100%. We're just gonna gloss over that. I'm just
Okay,
gonna take
all
the
right.
compliment how it is.
Yeah, you do look like Matt Rife.
I came at him.
Bro, that is crazy. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
I came at him in the beginning of the pod. I'm trying to fill it back up.
you know who you look like? I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead.
George Clooney.
Oh my god.
No, I wasn't.
Nah.
I wasn't gonna say anything messed up. I was just gonna make a joke, but
Oh,
it's inappropriate, so I'm not gonna.
I thought we were going somewhere else.
No, it wasn't.
That can never be revisited.
Oh,
That can never be revisited.
good lord! Yeah,
It's the worst.
No, we'll just pass over that.
Yeah, we're gonna gloss over that entire point of my life. Complete switch up of the subject. Tiger Woods left Nike.
Yeah, I
Why?
saw that.
I kind of like
Nike
it.
got rid of him.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. They just like didn't want to
Yeah, resign him.
resign him or whatever. I'm sure it was mutually agreed upon. I don't know. I just don't understand as Nike. Like, why would you not resign Tiger Woods? Like one of the most iconic athletes of the last 20 years.
Yeah, it seems like a lifetime kind of deal.
Yeah, it should have been probably. I mean, he's had his ups and downs.
As we all have.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? But
Well-
yeah, he's still Tiger.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a Tiger fan, Tiger fans rode with him.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really dropped off. Like when he had all that stuff go down, had surgery, came back, and then he won a major. I forget what it was. I think it was like
He won the Masters.
He won the Masters.
Yeah.
And bro, everybody was like back on the train.
Yeah.
Not even after he won, like before. They all wanted him to win. Everybody still wanted him to win.
He's had it crazy.
Kind of infallible.
Did you watch his documentary?
So good. Well, it's not him though, right? It's like you're talking about the one that talks about his upbringing and stuff.
On HBO, I thought he.
Yeah, I watched it, but he's not part of it.
Oh,
It's like his
really?
coaches and different people.
Yeah, he's not in it. It just tells
But
about
it's
his
about
life.
him.
Yeah.
It tells about his whole life.
yeah,
Yeah.
they did a good job.
I really wish it would have been Jordan style with him actually in it.
That'd be sick.
But it seemed like it seemed sad a
Yeah.
little bit. But
Yeah, I mean, I think it just gave you more like empathy for
definitely.
where he
For
came
him.
from. Yeah.
That's what it wasn't sad as in like what happened. It was sad as in you feel for the guy who
Yeah.
had that much like his dad literally called him like the second coming of
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then
It wasn't even like he's going to be the world's best golfer. It was like
he was going to unite the races.
he was going to unite. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
Crazy.
Wild.
Kind of did though.
I mean,
Kind of.
Single-handedly, yeah. Yeah, no. And then like the stuff with his dad, and like it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what
Why
he
acted,
fell into. Yeah.
I felt bad for the one part where he had he had a serious girlfriend they really liked.
Yeah, in
And
high
they
school.
and they like made him kind of break up with her.
Yeah.
And she was kind of the only normal part of his life. She was like pretty normal family and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like they said like that was the last.
and then it was like
He was just stone cold.
he had nothing.
Yeah.
I love that attitude though, man. I take that attitude into competition.
Yeah, I feel like you're right. He would have had some really good takes.
Oh, yeah. You gotta be that guy in competing. What I've realized, and I can't remember who I was just talking with somebody about this recently, but you got to be that guy when you compete. But then when you got to turn it off, like when you're with your family.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what one thing guys are good at is compartmentalizing, like having that savage mentality in a minute circumstance and then going back. And that's the beauty of being.
I was talking about with Barry. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, it's a good skill to have.
Yeah, it
So
is.
You can't be the monster all the time.
Interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Ronan, like imagine this. Like if we were in a fight, I would like grab your head and squeeze it till it popped, like your skull. But then like I can be really cool and nice to you, like in this type of context, or like there are kids around, so like I wouldn't do that, you know.
Yeah.
But like in a fight, like if we were in an they would just be like dust.
Pop.
Yeah.
But you'd be nice to you after.
Yeah, it's cool.
When you're dead.
It's over. It's over. It's like just business.
I'd say some nice words at
Just
your funeral. But.
It's just business, man. No, you were a great friend, great videographer. Gonna miss you on the pod, but you signed the contract. So this is the way that life works.
That is a clause in me and Bo's contract.
We've been slacking on drinks recently, huh?
Ah, yeah.
Like there's no wine glass in my hand. Like
I know.
the host has been not giving us anything.
I
Who's
asked you-
hosting? I forget. It's not me.
It's not my house.
It's not you.
Sorry.
I just come from a certain culture that like
Yeah.
when you walk into the house, you're just given something. It doesn't have to
Exactly,
be.
yeah.
It's just something that I'm going to put into my system.
Oh,
Right,
is that
yeah.
a thing?
At least offer it. Like,
Yeah,
I offered you guys drinks last week and you didn't want any, so I assumed.
well, you have to offer. It's
Yeah.
not. It's whether or not we accept is up to us.
Exactly.
That's not the point.
Do you want something? I'll go get it right now.
Yeah, go get it.
What do you want?
What do you have?
I got Zevia. I got
I would like a
Chicken broth?
charcuterie board.
Yeah, I want to. Can I get a Shirley Temple? Please.
I don't know if I have grenadine. Usually I do have it.
Just fresh out of grenadine, huh?
Fresh out of it. Weird
No,
thing.
we'll move on. Next time
Move
though,
on.
just keep that in mind.
I will.
All right.
I will. Just for your sake.
Mhm.
But back to like the Tiger thing, I wanted to bring this point up that he is one of the most dominant athletes of the last 100 years. Maybe like I don't even think it's a bold statement of all time.
Yeah.
Like one of the most dominant athletes. Who else do you think kind of falls in that same category for you guys in general?
Whenever we talk about dominant athletes, there's two names to me that come in mind. Number one, Michael Phelps. Won a lot of Olympic gold medals. Won a lot of Olympic gold medals. And number two, who Tony really likes and appreciates, is Tom Brady. And I'll bring up stats. There's only one stat I need to back up that Tom Brady is at least very high up in the GOAT conversation. Is at one point, I want to say it was 2019 or 2020, right around there. It was more likely for Tom Brady to make the Super Bowl than it was for Steph Curry to make a 3-point shot.
Wow.
Tom Brady's Super Bowl percentage, the percentage
crazy.
of times he made the Super Bowl in his career was higher than the percentage of times that Steph Curry made a 3-point shot.
That's a crazy stat.
That's all. And when I saw that stat, I was like, what else?
Yeah.
That's insane.
You got to throw Jordan.
Of course.
So those three.
Yeah.
Who else would fit in there? Ronaldo's my guy, but it seems like Messi's pulling away,
Messi.
unfortunately.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can throw in.
You can't throw in LeBron because of the championships. If he had more, I feel like you could.
LeBron's
Yeah,
not.
these are like
These are
for sure goats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who else? Who we got? Simone Biles.
Well, Michael Phelps is one that I wouldn't have thought.
Michael
That's
Phelps.
a good
He's
one.
he's won more Olympic gold medals than anyone. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah. Did he get like 6 chances every Olympics? Yeah, but still, he
I
won.
mean, it's the sport that he played.
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
Who else is dominating? Oh, dude, freaking Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. Talking about let's get into our F1.
Wow, F1.
Let's get in our F1 bag.
Oh, I didn't know where you're going with those names.
What's my guy? Why am I Schumacher? Michael Schumacher, bro. Michael Schumacher's that dude. He's up there for me.
Interesting.
I like Verstappen and I like Lewis Hamilton both, but Michael Schumacher.
Verstappen's the guy that wins like every other race, right?
Well, he's won a lot recently. Red Bull has the best team, so they've been dominating. For a while, it was Mercedes. Before that, a few teams messed around, but mainly Ferrari with Schumacher. Michael Schumacher was like dusting people. He was the all-time wins leader for a long time.
Wow.
Until Lewis Hamilton beat him recently. But I think even Lewis kind of acknowledges that Schumacher's the GOAT.
Interesting.
He has a dope documentary. You'll love it.
Send it to me. I want to watch it.
I will. It's I'm not going to spoil the ending. It's a little sad. I'm not a little sad. It's extremely sad. But you're going to want to watch it. It's great.
Schumacher?
Yeah. I think it's just called Schumacher. It's on Netflix.
You know who is another one that I want to, that like doesn't have many films or content on him at all is Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't, huh?
Yeah.
Like he's like a known GOAT from what I've seen, but there's like barely anything on him. The last time I saw him on something was Theo Von's pod.
He was on Theo Von's
Yeah.
pod. That's sick.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
yeah, but he seems dope.
Yeah, he's cool.
That is a good one. Baseball's a hard one because there's like
Barry Bonds.
there's too many people. Yeah.
Obviously. Nah, my baseball goat's Nolan Ryan.
Oh, he's dope.
That's a good pick.
Have you seen his documentary?
Yeah.
Dope.
Facing Nolan.
Yeah, that one's. He just had that. I love how he just kind of was like, yeah, I could throw the ball pretty fast.
Yeah.
So then I started pitching the MLB. And at that point, I realized I liked it. So I'm going to become one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
Like straight Ricky Bobby for baseball.
Pretty much. He was just like, yeah. My wife didn't really want me to do it, but I started doing well, and now I'm an MLB All-Star. Then I'm going to do it 35 years in a row. Be the one of the
Dang, that long?
dude. He was in the MLB forever. Wow. He has. I think he's the only guy with like 3 no-hitters.
Wow.
And he has. I don't even know how many. He didn't have like.
Wow. Yeah, 27 years in the MLB.
27 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he didn't have like, as many. There's other people that had maybe like some more awards and stuff, but he was in there for the longest amount of time. He might have the most strikeouts.
5,714. He has 7 no-hitters.
7 no-hitters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think, no, he has 3 perfect games. So
Yes.
perfect game's different than a no-hitter. No-hitter would just be like an error or a fly ball or whatever. He has 7 perfect games, or 3 perfect games.
Who's the other baseball player?
Mariano Rivera?
No, that would drink 30 beers and eat a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. I've heard of him. That's Wade Boggs, baby.
Wade Boggs.
I knew the name way earlier, but I thought you were like,
No, I couldn't remember.
Wade Boggs. That record's gonna be hard to beat.
Yeah.
What was it, 30 beers, and then went 3 for 4?
I think we got to rewatch the episode, but
It's a great one. Whoa, you roped that. Well, I'm the commissioner. I say you did it.
Speaking of baseball, there was this. I want to make sure that I look this up to just confirm it, but there's this guy named Doc Ellis who threw a no-hitter on LSD.
Good for him. It's impressive.
all right, he might jump that list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great
Add him in.
performance.
Add him in.
Add him in on there.
Yeah.
I think that was a great list, though.
Yeah.
Great list.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know who else we would put in there, but that's good for now.
Yeah, there's no need to expand on that. We pretty much hit
Don't
it
need
all.
to go. Let's go into some questions.
Oh, we got questions.
We got a lot, dude.
Yeah.
So many questions.
Really?
So, yeah.
How
a
many?
lot of questions.
Like 100?
Like,
Like 1,000.
let me just scroll through here.
I saw a picture.
Oh, Shaq.
Was it?
Yeah.
Show it. Show it on the big screen.
I don't know if I can do that. I can show you and then I'll put it up.
Clip it
so
in,
we can
yeah.
See.
Aw, baby Shaq.
Baby Shaq.
He's so cute.
Baby Shaq. So let's get in. So we asked on Bo's Instagram story some questions to bring up to the pod from you guys.
From the fans.
So first one, probably the best question that I saw. How does it feel to be a bop? From Jose M. Diaz F.
Jose M. Diaz, F.
Weak start.
I've never heard of him.
Don't know who it is.
Is this like why'd you name him?
Well, I'm going to name everybody.
Oh, you're going to name everybody?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that dude sounds like a real winner there. You know?
Sounds like a real bop.
Sounds like a real bop.
Yeah.
Sounds like a big old boppity bop. Sounds like someone who also absolutely sucks at shuffleboard.
Oh my gosh. Terrible.
He's the worst. Yeah. Sounds like he couldn't beat a quadriplegic at shuffleboard.
It's just to see a man crack under that small amount of pressure is just flabbergasting.
Yeah. The dude cracked like nobody's business. Cracked like a plumber on a hot summer day.
Next. You got a lot of options.
Yeah. From Jacob Agner 24.
All right.
Read us the question first.
How did you find your coaches?
Which ones? The MMA
Let's-
coaches?
Yeah,
Our MMA coaches. Yeah. So basically, the way it went was Tony and I, we took a trip down to Brazil. We flew straight into Rio, and then from there,
Straight to the favelas.
Yeah, went right into the favela and asked
on horseback.
On the horseback. Who are the toughest guys? Who are the toughest guys that you have? And they said, these are our 2 toughest guys. And we said, we love Brazilian culture. We love fighting. We respect you guys. You're with us. You teach us how to fight. And that's how we got. Ayultan and Adayultan.
True story.
Yeah.
Well, then Barry.
Well, Barry is more of a mentor, I would say.
Yeah, more of an idea.
Obviously, Coach Barry Robinson with 1,000,000 Styles Boxing, he's been, big influence on us. We just need him out here in America.
So bad.
Get back to your roots. I'm going to call you out officially for like the 80th time. Barry Robinson, come back.
Please.
Stateside.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Jake_Stratton.
Don't care.
Next.
Irrelevant. Don't eat hot dogs unless I'm feeling it.
Then you eat 12.
I eat 12. Unless I'm feeling it or I'm at a baseball game.
Who is Bo Nickal? Is it your alter ego? Austin Pomerantz.
Who's Bo Nickal?
No Bickal.
Oh, who's No Bickal?
Yeah.
No Bickal, that's the same. It's like more of an idea. It's more of like what I aspire to be, It's like something
you'll never reach.
Yeah, I'll never reach it. It's like what I aspire to be and really what everybody should aspire to be. But it's kind of it's hard to, you don't really grasp it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like mist. Can't really get a hold of it,
I like that.
Yeah.
When or would you train with David Goggins?
Would I? I don't know. It depends.
Out of camp.
Better question. Would Goggins train with us?
That would be dope.
That would be dope. I would do it. I would do it. That'd be awesome. I'd be nervous about it.
Yeah.
You'd probably make me do 7 miles of lunges.
Probably.
That would suck.
Yeah. Now bringing him to the garage and seeing how those two interact.
Would be crazy. I would love to see that. It's just so different. When you're an endurance athlete, you're prepared for endurance.
Yeah.
You're not prepared for a 200-pound medicine ball.
Or a 2-mile sled push.
Or a 2-mile sled push.
Yeah.
You're not prepared for things being thrown at you that hard while you're on a Bocey ball. You're just not. So I would love to see it.
Yeah.
It would be a battle for the ages. I'm sure he's invited.
Yeah.
Coach Cael invites anyone.
For one session.
You can come in for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see how one goes. So, yeah. I'm not worried about any type of workout. I've been through those. So, we're good.
Wow. Can I have $200?
No.
Is that from you?
Is that from you?
No. It's from It's Tifu.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, he can have it.
Have either of you guys ever been in a street fight?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the last time we've been in a street fight. Go ahead.
Technically, no. I've never had to throw hands. A couple foot sweeps or a takedown usually did it. Thankfully. I've also tried to avoid them because I know my first move back in the day would have been double leg to slam on the concrete, and I'm in jail for life.
Yeah, it's no good. That's no good.
So, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even honestly. I said let's talk about the last time I've been in a street fight, but I'm kind of the same thing. I've never, as an adult, never.
Yeah.
Not even close.
What was the last time you almost head kicked someone? That one dude didn't let you guys in.
Oh, bro, this was the worst. So we were in Pittsburgh for Jam on Walnut. Mm-hmm. So there's this thing, they do this live music thing on Walnut Street in Pittsburgh, Jam on Walnut, and it's like exciting, fun and stuff. And so Maddie and I we were going into Tequila Cowboy, and Maddie and I were a little late. Tony and Maddie's sister and a couple of their friends, like they went in a little early. And so, mind you, at this point, I'm like 100% sober. Like we're not drinking at all. Like I'm good to go. We're just waiting. And Maddie sees a friend of hers in line. She's like kind of towards the line's like not that long, but it's a little ways. And now I remember. So we were following Tony and them in, and then they stopped us and were like, no, you have to go to the back of the line. And we were like, all right, that's weird, whatever. Mm-hmm. So we started walking to the back of the line, and then like somewhat close to the front, one of Maddie's friends from high school was there. And so we just hopped in with her because they were talking and friends and stuff. And then we get back up, and the bouncer like stands up, and he's this like fat kid with a mullet, and he's like, "Hey, I told you to go to the back of the line." And I was like, "Bro, we just hopped in with them, like they're friends or whatever, so we're gonna go in with them." And there was 2 bouncers, and the one was just sitting like he was like basically like, gonna let us go. The other fat kid like had something to prove, and so then I was like kind of argued with him a little bit. I was like, "Bro, like relax. Like, I'm completely sober. Like I'm not trying to start a problem. I just want to get in and hang out with friends. Like it's not that big a deal." And he was like, "Go to the back line now." And I was like, "All right, like whatever, let's go." And then I was like, "All right, Maddie, we'll just wait in the line." And he was like, "You know what? You're done. You're not getting in here tonight." And I was like, "What's your deal, you fat piece of crap? Like, what's wrong with you?"
Oh.
And then so I talked to the other dude, and I was just like start ignoring him. I'm like, I'm not paying attention to you. So I start talking to the other dude. I'm like, "Yo, dude, listen, like we're not trying to start a problem. Like we're being chill. Like I'm not drinking. What like we'll go wait in the back line. It's cool. Like if we wait in the back line, come back through, you get us in." And the guy's like, yeah, I got you. I'm sorry about that. I'm like, "Okay, fine. Like no worries." So we go back line. Takes like 5 minutes. Go back up. Get back up to the front after waiting in the line. And the guy's like, "All right, come through." And the guy's like, "No, I told you you're not coming in." I was like, "Bro,
kick, done."
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna freaking rip that stupid ass mullet off your head, you idiot!" Like, I'm very close to like actually messing this guy up. And he like kind of gets in my face a little bit. And then fortunately the other dude like backed him down, and then the manager came up, and I was like, "Yo, like what's this guy's problem?" And then the manager like kind of took my side and was like, "Let him in, like relax, bro." And I was like, that's what I thought. And the dude was so pissed that we got in.
And then he finally came in. We were like,
yeah.
And they had this like elevated stage at the bar, which was like so dangerous.
So dangerous. No railings, nothing.
Yeah, there's just like a small
just 4
elevated
feet off the floor.
Are you talking about in the back room or like?
Whoa, you ain't been.
I've been to tequila. I swear to God.
I've been there. Yeah, like
swear to God.
Towards the back. But Maddie's sister and all her friends were like dancing on it, and I was up there too, and I was like basically just the security guard. Like I was just making sure they were all like not falling off. And
anytime like a guy would try to climb, Tony just mush his face.
Yeah, this one guy like snuck by me, and I turned around. He was dancing with the girls, and so I picked him up by his armpits. And
set him down. The dude was like kind of kicking.
He was like, "It
was really funny.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't afford this. They need to stay safe.
That's demoralizing.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, that's a fun spot though.
Yeah.
If I ever see that bouncer again, then I'll spit in his face.
You probably.
I wouldn't recognize him.
Yeah, he was probably watching one of the UFC cards and was like, "I almost beat that dude."
Bro, that would be the worst. Imagine just being like a regular civilian working your job or something, and you're feeling like kind of bold, and then you try to pick a fight with some dude, and it's a professional fighter. You're like, "My time to shine. Let's go." Dude, you hear like stories about that? Oh man, guys try to fight like a wrestler or a pro fighter or boxer or something, and you're like, "Let's go." And just
you gotta be careful out there these days.
Wrong guy, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like some of the lighter weights, like they look like regular people.
Yeah,
so, like
most of them.
Ton. Imagine at the bar and you try and mess with Ton.
The wrong guy. Yeah.
Bro, oh my gosh. I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah,
he'd be like, combination. Bam.
Try to teach you as he's freaking laying you out.
Yeah. Elbow you in the face.
This is a good question. What's your favorite book?
I have a few favorite books.
I just told you one of them because your mom got you it, which was awesome. Way of the Peaceful Warrior. Have you read that?
My mom got me?
No, his mom.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Really good, dude.
Okay.
Really good.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, it's a series, but
okay,
it's phenomenal. True story.
Yeah.
And they made a movie about it, but the book is really good. Just about this like national renowned gymnast, and he gets hurt, and he meets this guy, this old man, calls him Socrates, and he's like this super wise man. He basically like teaches him about life and like meaning of it and how to be a peaceful warrior. It's really good.
That sounds awesome, dude. I like this book. It's super dope. It's called the Archer. It's by this dude named I don't know how to say his last name, but it's Paulo. He's like a Spanish kind of guy. It starts with a C.
Costa.
No. But it's about.
I know who you're talking about. Actually, the author though.
Yeah, he's written a bunch of really good books.
Did he write The Alchemist?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Same
I know that whole series he did. Yeah.
Yeah. So The Archer, bro, it's super dope. So it's basically a story about like it's kind of set in old Japan, about like a guy that is he's like kind of a carpenter, but he used to be a professional archer, and he like builds bows and stuff. But it's a lot of just like metaphors and stuff and life lessons like within it. But it's really cool.
I'll check it out.
It's a good book. It's short. It's like it would take you could read it if you really want to. You could read it in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some good ones. I've read a couple of his actually.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I mean, if I look back to when I was a kid, dude, I read the Harry Potter books ferociously.
Really?
I loved Harry Potter. There's such good stories and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah. What else? I like Four Agreements. The Four Agreements is a great book. Yeah. It's a good self-help.
There's a lot of great books out there.
Yeah. Outliers.
It's a good one.
Grit. It was one of my favorites.
Angela Duckworth.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a fun name.
Yeah. Any John Gordon books.
Yep.
John Gordon's great. Yeah.
One of my favorites. There's a couple writers from like early 1900s, late 1800s that wrote great books that still apply. Like Napoleon Hill. Have you heard of him?
Yeah. Think and
Grow Rich. Yeah. So a lot of those like come from earlier books that I'm blanking out on, but there's a series of them that are really good that just talk about like success principles, and the same stuff just applies like hundreds of years.
That's cool.
Over time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, you know what I want to read? I can't remember. I think it was you telling me about this, but isn't there like some type of biography of Teddy Roosevelt?
I read, it's called River of Doubt.
River of Doubt.
Yeah, Zach got me it for Christmas. It's his journey to the Amazon where
he was trying to find himself, kind of, right?
Yeah, it was after he lost the presidency, and there was a unknown river, unnamed, and so no one traveled it. So it was a River of Doubt, and he literally like should have died. He was on the brink of death, and if his son wasn't with him, he would have just died.
Yeah,
but it's a really good book. He just like travels the whole Amazonian rainforest and like basically discovers this river and like names it, and yeah, he was a dog. Dude,
you know what else was a dope one that I don't know why I just got reminded of, because I think it's because he kind of had a similar journey, but Green Lights.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You read that one?
Yeah,
bro,
that was like one of the only like mainstream one I've
celebrity
read.
type books. Yeah, dude, I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah,
it kept me engaged the whole time too. And what's the best part about that book? Obviously, the lessons are the best part, but for me, the best part was you read the whole thing in Matthew McConaughey's voice.
Yeah,
like you can't not read it in his voice. It's so.
I actually
cool.
listened to it in his voice.
He reads it.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah. You got to read your own book.
You have to. Yeah, you have to, for sure.
Yeah, I like that. I think if I had to choose one, I really like. I don't read much, so this is gonna be hard. But I really like the 48 Laws of Power, if you've heard of that one, because it compared, like, it would give you like a scenario and where like the law of power was used in like ancient history. And then it would relate it to like the actual law he was explaining, which was super cool. I like Gary Vee's book, 12 and a half.
I didn't know he had a book.
12 and a half. He has so many books.
I didn't know he had a book either.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He has a lot of them. 12 and a half was kind of about like the 12 and a half. I want to make sure that. Let's see opening credits.
For the next 12 hours.
Yeah.
That actually would be a good segment, is if we just started a mini book club between us.
Oh, yeah.
And we had to read and then maybe once a month, like, go over it.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a fun little podcast to go over a book or something.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Let's find one that maybe all three of us haven't read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listened to
I guess we could listen to it too.
Yeah. I listened to like an audiobook like as I'm falling asleep. And you actually like run through them. Like I'll just go back to the last thing I remembered.
Yeah.
And you can go through them pretty quick.
What do you listen on?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I go through like 2 a month just by doing that, and it puts me to sleep, but I remember like the last 10 minutes of it, and it's really good.
Nice.
Yeah. Audiobooks are a hack, man. Like driving in a car, if you don't like sometimes listening to Joe Rogan gets a little old, like after you listen to all of his podcasts.
Episode like 10 or 12 times.
Yeah. So like throwing on an audiobook on like a long car ride.
Yeah.
Super nice.
It's really nice.
Super nice.
Yeah. We used to do that a lot actually as a family.
Really?
Yeah. Then when we take road trips and stuff, we would just throw an audiobook on.
Yeah.
Bro, we listened to this one. It was really cool. It was called, I don't know why I remember this, but this was when I was probably like 15, but it was called Playing for Pizza. It was a guy that I think he was like a professional football player, and then kind of didn't make it in the NFL. And this is not a true story, just a made up story. And then he moves to Italy and plays like a professional football league in Italy.
Really?
But it's more about like his life, like his day, not the actual football playing.
That's cool.
And it was really cool. Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, we used to listen to like the Christian ones, Adventures in Odyssey.
Yeah, dude, Adventures in Odyssey are the best. Those would always be on the radio.
Yeah, they still are.
Are they?
Yeah, sometimes like it'll come on the Christian
Adventures
radio.
in Odyssey.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good.
Those are really good. Yeah, I'd always fall asleep to those.
Yeah,
it'd be like
great.
Like the late night, just like
Yeah.
And you'd be like something exciting happened. You'd be like,
yeah. Imagination station. You're like, oh
no, yeah, exactly.
What's your favorite quote from Coach Cael?
Quote from Coach Cael.
Anything that like he said that kind of resonated with you? I have one if you guys want time to think.
Go ahead.
I remember from a practice, and he was talking about losing and how you're going to be the only person that's going to remember your loss 10 years from now. Just think about that. So it's not as big of a deal as you think it is. So I thought like that resonated with me because like going into something takes the pressure off a little bit more.
Yeah.
Off yourself. So that's like that. I can't remember when or where I heard him say that, but that was something that like definitely caught my attention.
I got one. It was always be one step ahead, like a carpenter who makes stairs.
That's like the most Coach Cael quote. Has like sincere meaning to it, but there's also like a little bit of humor and sarcasm. He said something to me one time. It was right after I won nationals and we were at the urinal together.
He's like, what you got down there?
He said, good job. No, he shouldered me and was like, see what happens when you do all the little things right?
Oh.
And I was like, I see now.
Like, I knew the whole time.
Yeah.
No.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my actual favorite quote from him is not really a quote, but it was before my national finals match my junior year when I had to win for the team to win. And I was like super nervous and like sitting in the chair, just like, all right. And he comes up to me, he's like, hey, I'm like, what's up? How's it going, coach? He goes, hey, I just want to let you know, if I had to pick one guy to go out there and wrestle for us right now, I'd pick you. I was like,
that's dope.
Let's go then.
Yeah.
I'm going to friggin' pin this guy. Yeah.
That's sick.
I know. I was like, I think he just said it to like hype me up.
Perfect.
But it worked.
Perfect coaching moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool. Do you guys want to get in the coaching one day? I think you've said it a couple times before.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it depends. Like I don't really necessarily. I don't want to coach college wrestling, but I would maybe coach like a small group of guys to fight, like a special forces situation. You know,
Like the SEAL Team 6 of MMA.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to do that.
I would like to give back in some way.
It's hard, man. So much time.
Yeah, whatever route
Yeah.
that takes. I think it's our responsibility to like share the wisdom in whatever route that takes. But as of right now, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I've always thought about being a professor one day.
I could see that.
That would be cool.
As soon as I understood that you don't need a PhD to be a college professor, that like made me way more enticed to do it.
Yeah. One of my goals is to just like get an honorary doctorate from a university.
You keep saying this, man.
Dude, Francis Ngannou just spoke at Harvard.
Did he?
So you got a chance.
He's got a pretty crazy story.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they would take like a guy like me, you know. My story's not as interesting, I don't think, as his.
This is a good question, actually. For you specifically.
Oh.
Do you prefer the buzz cut or the longer hair?
I like longer hair until it's time to go. Then I go buzz. Long hair for like day to day, you know. And but then when it's time to like actually get down to business. How about you?
I don't know. I feel like some guys just look weird with it, especially when it's like super tight.
Yeah.
You know?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because like I've just been blessed with such a good flow that I just wouldn't do that.
Let's see it. Why are you wearing a beanie? Show it off.
It's very chilly outside. But
Let's see it.
matter of fact, my head is getting a little toasty.
It's a
So
little hot in here.
That's it. What the heck is that? Oh, for all you audio only listeners, Tony has a shaved head.
I have an egg head.
It's an egg. It's an egg with a hairy chin.
So my wife suggested it, and then I was like, you know what? It's been a couple of years since I've done that. I'd like to have a fresh start every now and then. Enter my Beckham era. But I went a little hard.
It's so aggressive.
It's really tight. But
I can't believe, why did you not fade it? Why did you not just go like a 1 or 2 on top?
I like going like extreme, and then from here on out, I'll let it grow, I'll fade it, and I'll work back to what I had. But a little humility every now and then doesn't hurt.
Yeah, you can't be too vain with a shaved head. It's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, if someone can, I can. But yeah, so I'm gonna carry this out through camp, just lock in, and then I'll appreciate it that much more when the flow comes back.
Oh man,
you should do it too, buddy.
No, absolutely not.
I would love to see you with a shaved head. Your head probably looks so small.
I do have a really small head.
That's why I said I could crush it like a piece of chalk. You grape. It's not like I imagine it.
I'm sure he does sometimes.
Like the mountain. Boom. Still haven't started that.
Dude, get on.
It's just hard for me to, like, that first episode. It's like,
yeah, you're right.
I really got to get in that like vibe.
Well, you got to do it before you have kids because you won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can't get through a TV show, bro.
Yeah.
Well, not consistently.
I was going to say, you're kind of slacking on Suits, so you must have stopped.
I haven't watched a single episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched a single episode since the baby.
It's life, man.
Yeah, it's life. All right. There's actually 2 that are pretty good straight at the top. From our dude, Sully.
Oh, man.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh.
It's a great question. Dude, we've
done that
jinxed
3
each other
times.
3 times. Where do you see yourself?
No. Did you want to answer it or no?
Oh, you want me to answer it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's up to you.
I just felt like I asked it, so then somebody else should.
Oh, okay.
But I'll answer my own question.
Okay.
The other one I was gonna pick was the one below Shaq's. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
We'll definitely answer that one. I guess in 5 years, let me see here. So I'll be 33. That's old as hell.
Mm.
Now I think in 5 years I'll have defended the belt a few times. I'll probably be like closing in maybe to the end of my career. Like,
It's going to be a really strange feeling.
Yeah. At that point, it's like, might be accomplished. Hopefully I'll have accomplished everything I want to accomplish in MMA.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to have, set up a bunch of businesses and, real estate properties that are pouring the money in and living on a big farm, go hunt whenever I want to, travel the world with my wife and kids and best friends and their families, and figure out something else to just like pursue for the next 20 plus years of my life.
The next journey.
Yeah, the next journey, the non-athletic journey. But I still think I'm still going to compete in jiu-jitsu. So once I stop fighting, I'm still going to do jiu-jitsu, ADCC and all those super fight tournaments.
That's cool.
I'll probably do that till I'm at least 40, I would think.
It's going to be so weird to be like retired at 40 and we could have another 2 lifetimes potentially.
I know. Yeah, at least. They're saying everybody's going to live to be like 150.
That's too long.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
haven't lived that long. I feel like 28's gone fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Biggest pet peeve that Anthony does?
Oh, that's a good question. The biggest pet peeve that you do?
And don't talk about my cooking.
Well, that's not really a pet peeve because that doesn't affect me. It only affect. I want that to change because your life will be better. It's like if you do this, if you just like put a little seasoning on your food, your life will be more enjoyable.
Debatable.
Well, this is the thing. You do it like, I get what you're doing. I get eat unseasoned chicken and sweet potatoes to like I don't want any enjoyment. It's just for fuel, and it's just to like be a tough guy or this, that, blah, 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 whatever. But it's like also relax a little bit,
Dude, I relaxed a little bit. I had
you have
cassava flour pancakes the other day.
No, I know you're a lot better than what you used to be.
Yeah,
and
I started putting salt on some things.
I take zero credit for that. Yeah, that all. I want to take zero credit for it. I have a little bit of influence there, but it's mostly the wife. She makes your life a lot better.
Well, plus I usually just that for sure.
I'm as a man, as your friend, like that's not really my place to do that for you.
Except for when I go over to dinner.
Well, yeah, but that's just me like being a good entertainer. Like, you know, basically the opposite of what Ronan does. Like that's what I try to do. It's like I'm gonna entertain, I'm gonna be a good host, that type of thing. That's how I view that. But like as far as day-to-day stuff, that's the wife's job.
Yeah.
Like Maddie always bringing me snack trays, that type of thing. Like I wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
And she's like, here, have this.
You would. It would just be a Domino's pizza and a whole container of almond butter.
Yeah, but that's more like one. Like I would eat just that for the whole day.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna eat eventually, but she like makes sure I eat, like I spread it out a little bit. It's like, hey, here's some grapes and some cheese, like you know, that type of thing. Keep that
system going.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't go back to the almond flour and large pizza.
Almond butter.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Well, I mean, you were at your strongest.
I was so strong, bro. It was unbelievable. No deodorant, almond butter,
raw
pizza, gallon of milk every day. Hammer time. Why are you making?
How much did you weigh? How much did you weigh at that point?
Like 180.
No way.
I wasn't that big. I was, I would have like 6 eggs in the morning and that. No, that was like probably sophomore, junior year. So I was like 185, 190.
It's impressive.
But then I actually started eating like a normal, healthy professional athlete. And then I gained like 12 pounds.
They were good times though.
Yeah. You got to have those times in your life.
Yeah.
I
feel like 80% of those are the same question.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of your a pet peeve. I don't really have a pet peeve of you. I don't think.
I don't really have like pet peeves in general, but people always ask me that.
No.
Like what do you do on a pet peeve for? Just figure it out. Tell them what you don't like.
Yeah, or just grow up.
Yeah, or just stop caring about
whatever.
it.
I don't care.
The thing I thought you were gonna say is him leaving TV shows early.
Movies.
Yeah, movies.
Yeah, I don't really hate that much. It's fine.
I equally dislike it. So
yeah, I feel like I respect that. I'm like, damn, good for you, man.
Yeah,
good for you. No, I don't have a pet peeve.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
No, I had one. I think that we'll cut the segment there.
Ask Julie's question. I want to go. One more. This was a good one.
If you could do any brand partnership, what would it be?
It's a great question.
You know what, when we were talking about the other day,
Siete would be dope.
Yeah, because dude, and they have so many products now.
They have so many products. And they're all great.
Yeah,
every single product they do is killer.
Mm-hmm.
They just knock it out of the park. You can't miss.
I'll be running through their chips.
Oh yeah, I have actually a bunch written down.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Let
me see here.
I think I have some.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice. I have one that I want Bo to get really bad.
What is it?
Chipotle.
Oh, that would go so hard.
That's a.
I don't even want money. I just want the black card.
Yeah, that's what I was.
But we really could have used that years ago.
Yeah, we don't go that much anymore. We literally went to Chipotle every day for multiple years straight.
Wow,
it was unbelievable. And now I don't go that often. Let me see here. Let me find these. Oh, I got my ideas, dude. I added to my ideas. You know my ideas, the one I showed you the one time.
Yeah,
I added something to it. Good idea, right? Yeah. Really good idea.
Really good.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say it because I don't want anybody to steal that, but that's a good idea.
Should definitely do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Yeti. Yeti would be a dope one. I would love a Yeti sponsorship. I feel like I pretty much exclusively drink out of. Get that off the table. I pretty much exclusively drink out of Yeti bottles, Yeti mugs. Got a Yeti cooler for Christmas. Actually, I didn't get a cooler for Christmas. I got a Yeti bucket. I wanted a bucket bag.
You bought a Yeti cooler.
I bought a Yeti cooler
me before you killed
Yes.
Murdered the gopher.
Yeah, I did. I bought a Yeti cooler for that reason. Fourth time, dude. That's crazy. Fourth time in one pod. That's a record. I know one for you.
What?
A little Versace.
Oh yeah.
Little Versace
Yeah.
action.
Any designer, any fitness apparel brand. Ultima.
That'd be a good one.
Run through those.
Yeah.
My
Dude.
wife says men's self-care, natural self-care stuff.
Oh yeah.
I definitely
idea.
want to create my own hair gel,
Yeah.
natural one.
It's bad timing.
Yeah, it is bad timing.
That's really bad timing.
Let's circle back to this in a couple months.
Yeah.
I want to come out with my own toothpicks.
Oh, great idea.
It's an easy one.
Yeah.
I do like coming out with your own stuff.
It's stuff you use like literally every day.
It's better to like do your own thing than to get a sponsor with stuff you use. Yeah. Dude, the last one I really want, and I've been working on it. They don't want to freaking, I don't even want that much. I just want one. I want one of their products. Is I want the hot box sauna.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I want to set it up, put the ice barrel cold plunge right next to it, and just be able to do it right there.
Yeah.
The hot box sauna is so dope.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen them? It's like a little. So I follow them on Instagram. They're like a little, basically a box. Think it's probably they make one that's big enough for 2 people, and it has a sliding door on the top that slides off and on, and has a infrared sauna with the bulbs inside it.
Right.
And so just like a little mini sauna, and it gets super hot.
Yeah, I have seen those.
240 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool though. I want one of those.
We still need a good seltzer brand.
I'm working on it. Working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A would be a cool one, not because like it's the best food in the world, but it's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. No, I like
what
that.
I'm saying?
If I were to get sponsored by a fast food chain, though, I would be In and Out. I have to be In and Out. Because they make great burgers and they put Bobblewurst on their cups.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, look it's like on the inside of the bottom of the cup.
That's cool.
Got Bobblewurst on it. Yeah, they're cool.
But they're not closed on Sundays.
No, so I'm not sure who's more religious there. Jesus did say though that like, what was the verse about how, these guys are too focused on the Sabbath, like, if someone needs help.
When they were saying they should be fasting.
Exactly. Yeah. So In and Out, I think maybe takes the cake.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get brand sponsor worthy.
Maybe a nice.
It's sponsored by Minted.
Yeah.
Nah, man, they don't sign athletes.
Oh, that's
Maybe
lame.
a good.
You're not an athlete.
Are you an athlete?
Yes. Yeah. They don't. I can't get signed by them. They don't sign athletes.
I don't sign athletes. I don't know. I took inspiration from you guys, and when you said like, why would you want to sponsor when you can just do it yourself? And I've been working on the hats I've been telling you guys about.
Hats are dope.
Yeah, keep those to yourself though, because we don't want everybody to try to steal your idea.
True.
Yeah, that's
I was
true.
being serious because I showed Tony an idea that I had written down. So
Yeah, they definitely steal that.
what? Yeah, they would for sure. Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would rather do like stuff myself now.
Yeah.
Than
I could see you being sponsored by like a nice, authentic Japanese brand.
dude. If
Yeah,
they gave
dude.
me just decorations for my house, I would do anything that they would want. Like
Yeah.
any
Wow.
video or anything. Oh,
Don't tell what's the Japanese mafia?
The Yakuza.
Don't tell the Yakuza about that, bro.
Dude,
Dude.
if they just give me one Japanese decoration,
I'll do anything.
anything.
I love
Bro,
Japanese
we do need to
stuff.
get some samurai swords hung up on the wall.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work on that.
I'll add it to my list.
Yeah, samurai swords.
Samurai sword. I think it'd also be cool if we get like something for the cards that you have. But then I realized like showcase for all the cards. But then I realized it would just be Bo. It'd just be all your cards.
Oh, because I don't collect anyone else. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. Do you want to do Let's Get Deep? Do you want to cut it here?
Let's get deep.
Get deep.
Well, how much time does Tony have?
Yeah.
Do a quick one.
Quick one. Quick deep. Let's get deep quickly.
Let's get deep
Super
quickly.
quick.
Why is it so important to be grateful for what you do?
Excellent question.
Great question.
Excellent question. Well, I think that when I think about gratitude, there's really, actually, I guess when I just think about your attitude, there's two options. You could be grateful, or you can, what's the opposite of grateful?
Ungrateful.
Well, there's probably a better word. Like entitled, almost. Yeah, find a synonym, Ronan.
Yeah.
Tim, what are you doing?
Tim slacking.
It literally
Says ungrateful.
says ungrateful, disagreeable, unwelcome, miserable, sad, wretched, unpalatable, horrid.
Not the words I'm looking for, but I think entitled maybe is the right word. It's not exactly perfect though. Basically, you have an option to be grateful, or you have an option to focus on what you don't have. You can focus on what you do have, focus on what you don't have. And I feel like anytime you're in a state of negativity, that gratitude is not part of the equation of your life, you know. And anytime you bring gratitude into your life, into the present moment, you have no choice but to be positive and to be loving and caring, and you know, all the good things that are fruits of the spirit and those type of things. When you choose to focus on gratitude, all those things come out. When you choose to focus on what you don't have, then all the negative characteristics come out. So I feel like everything kind of branches from that. You know, like you're not able to be grateful and it's almost like sad at the same time.
Yeah. It's impossible. You can't be fearful or angry and grateful at the same time.
Right.
I look at it the same way. It's like a prerequisite to what you want and to everything that's good about life. So it's, if you're grateful for your current state, one, it glorifies God through that because you're appreciating what you currently have. And then the paradox of it is, okay, but you want these other things, so you're going to focus on what you don't have and focus on getting that. But it actually takes much longer and sometimes prevents you from doing that because you're only thinking about more and more and more about what you don't have. And so you get what you focus on. And if you focus on what you're grateful for, which is whatever is going on, little and big things. I'm grateful for the ability to breathe, the ability to walk and talk and wake up and see the sun. I'm grateful for meaningful work, relationships. It just changes your whole neurochemistry to where it starts to attract more of what you do want because you're focusing on that. And then it's just like domino effect from there.
Right. Yeah, I feel like, you know, to continue off that from the domino effect part of it, I think gratitude and generosity, you know, they correlate a lot. And I have always felt that when I'm generous with whatever it is, whether it's time or finances, it always comes back to me, especially when I give with pure intent and I just am willing to not want to like hoard everything and feel like and have that the mindset of scarcity mindset. Yeah, not have a scarcity mindset. It always comes back to you, like usually, you know, double, triple, tenfold. And I think that comes from gratitude. Like when you're appreciative of what you have, and I think content in a certain way with where you're at in the moment. It doesn't mean that you don't have goals and you're not trying to improve yourself, but when you are able to be at peace with yourself and grateful for what God's given you and see the positive, then I think you're attracting more positivity and you're attracting more of whatever that whatever that you have been given already. But I think that I would say that that's like the predominant, most important thing to focus on mindset wise. Yeah. For anybody, you know, people talk about mindset or, you know, what are you thinking before a fight? What are you thinking before a match? Or what helps you get through training? Like, it always kind of comes back to gratitude to me. And it's always, you know, anytime that you kind of break it down to that point, whenever you build up from there, it's all positive, good things. And I think that attracts the positive, good things, like I was saying.
100%.
Yeah. Do you think that there's like, make sure that I'm like phrasing this correctly. Why do you think so many people nowadays are kind of like ungrateful for the situation? I feel like I don't want to say like a lot because I feel like that's an unfair generalization, because I feel like most people, I would like to think, are genuinely happy and grateful. But why do you think some people are kind of stuck in that mindset of being ungrateful, being like, oh, this guy has $1 million. Why can't I have $1 million? You know, like, why do you think that is coming from your guys' perspective?
Well, we're exposed to so much more now. Like, if you live on an island in some remote country and all you know is what's in front of you and the day-to-day stuff of trying to survive that day. If you kill an animal and you can feed your family and that's all you know, that's like the most exciting thing, and you're so grateful for this minute detail of survival. But for us, everywhere we look is the extreme extravagance of life, and so we're so exposed to what else we could have, and so that like transforms our mind into feeling lack and scarcity and wanting more and not appreciating what we have. So I feel like that's one of the biggest factors.
Yeah, I'd agree 100%. I would say, you know, it's two things. It's comparison, like you said, you know, comparing what you have to what another person has, and the ease of doing that in social media. Like if you were trying to compare what you had to what another person had 50 years ago, you'd have to physically see it. So you have to go there versus and you know, there was no option to scroll on social and see all these mansions and nice cars and money and private jets, this and that. So you almost like when that's not in your face, you don't even know it's out there. And the other thing I think that really is detrimental to having an attitude of gratitude is convenience. Because when you get everything so easily and conveniently and you don't have to work for whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, it's really hard to appreciate it, to be grateful for it. Like if you're somebody that has to work for every penny you make and it's not just given to you, then I think you have a different appreciation for $1. And I think that if you're, you know, the ease nowadays of go to the grocery store, pick this up, you know, go, you know, drive a car here, get that. It's like everything is set up for us to be as easy as possible. Go to school, walk from class to class. Everybody gives you everything you need as far as information, that type of thing. It's just set up to be convenient and to kind of put you on this very hard path that, and by hard I mean there's not room for branching out and being creative. It's like, this is the way to do it. This is all there is. This is the most easy, convenient way to go about your life, which is true. It is the most easy and convenient way to go about your life, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It doesn't necessarily mean that you get to be your best self, that you get to grow as much as you could or learn as much as you could. I think a lot of times if you're going to take the path of most resistance, that's when you grow the most, learn the most, and also when you're able to have the strongest appreciation and gratitude.
Right. I think a big problem with social media is that everyone sees everything at face value. Like there's no story behind an example that I'm thinking off the top of my head is the guy that Daniel Mack, and he walks up to cars, like people driving, like, what do you do for a living? Yeah. And they say like, I own X company. And then somebody sees that, like, and they just think about the car and they think about the money. They don't think about like, how on earth did he grow that business? Like and I think that that's a main problem too, is people are taking a lot of things at face value and not seeing what's truly underneath, like the onion skin.
Right. And I think the other thing too is that people just, honestly, they're losing sight of God in their life and losing sight of faith because they think that these things are going to make them happy. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, that's the trap is, oh, if I get this, I'll be happy. If I make this much, I'll be happy. If my house is this big, I'll be happy. And the truth is, if you're not happy with what you have right now, if you don't have gratitude right now, you're not going to have it then. You're always going to want more. And the only way that I've found for me personally to find peace is to realize that God is so much bigger than all of this, and all of these worldly, you know, things that we're striving to achieve and trying to get and trying to hoard, that's all going to go away, and none of it matters. You know, what really is important is relationships. First and foremost, relationship with God. Then I see the relationship with your wife, your kids, your family, and then friends. It's like outside of that, you know, maybe God will choose to bless you in certain ways, and that's all going to be great. But no matter what, like if you have those things, the foundation, the relational strength, everything kind of is easy. It's easier to be. It's not easier. That's the only way to have real gratitude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If
you don't have that, then you're going to buy a car. It's going to get old. You're going to want a new one. You're going to buy a house. You're going to see a bigger one. You're going to want a bigger one.
Yeah.
You're going to make $1 million. Oh, now you're going to need to make $10 million. It's never going to end. So unless you have that peace already, you're not going to have it once you get that, whatever it is that you're searching to get. And I do believe that if you make a decision that you will get it. And that's almost a curse in itself, because if you set your mind to get something, I believe that you will get what you set your mind to. But oftentimes that's not fulfilling. People don't, you can't, it's hard to know that.
Yeah.
You can't have the foresight always to know that.
Yeah. The truest things produce the realest amount of gratitude.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think that was great.
Cool.
Let's wrap it up.
All right.
Sweet.
Wrap it up. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Love y'all.
See ya.
Hi, Mom.